So did you have an appointment with you? Okay.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How you doing?
What's your name?
Pardon?
What's your name?
I don't really feel like I want to give that, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, why are you here?
Who are you, sorry?
I'm PC Baines.
Baines 504, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And yourself, man?
Sergeant 369 Elkins.
Sergeant 369
Elkins.
Elkins. I think you're both based at
Lincoln.
Lincoln Main Police Station.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So why are you here?
Just explain that to you.
Well, you explain now because I'm talking to you, aren't I? So you tell me why you're here.
As I said, you've just explained. I'm saying I agree with what you said. I've come here and wanted to look at the information.
Okay. And have you done that?
Pardon?
Have you done that?
No, not fully.
Okay. So what more information do you want to look at?
The board down there that I got obstructed from seeing. There's people sat there, so I won't mind not getting that too much. There's not much there anyway. But specifically that board down there that I've been obstructed from going and watching.
Area 3 one?
Yeah, number 3. Yeah, area 3.
What do you want to see in there? Is it just
The information that's on the board.
on it? Okay. What
Absolutely.
purpose is that for?
Pardon?
What purpose is that for?
To have a look at it, but it's public information from
It is, but why you then feel the need to film it? If you want to read it, then that's one thing. But why do you feel the need to film it?
My memory's not that great,
Okay.
so I can't remember everything that I see on every single board in here, can I?
We kick off with a calm but probing interaction. The officer is asking questions to establish context, which is normal, but notice how quickly it shifts into personal territory like employment status. That's where things start getting questionable. In UK policing, officers can ask questions, but the public is not obligated to answer unless there's suspicion of a crime. And right now, there's no clear offence. The cameraman stays composed and pushes back on relevance, which is actually a strong assertion of rights. So let's ask, is the officer gathering useful context, or just fishing for justification?
Okay. Do you have a job?
Pardon?
Do you have a job?
Is that relevant?
Well, yeah, because you're in a job centre, aren't you? Are
Right.
you seeking employment?
Is that any of your business right now?
Well, yeah, because you're in a job centre, aren't
Right,
you?
that's not your business, that's my business.
But I'm just trying to understand the purpose of why you need to read that information, why you need to retain that information.
Because I have the right to do so,
You do, but I'm
Constable.
just trying to understand.
Yeah, but that's all you need to know, though, isn't it? Because I have the right to do so. I'm in a public place, it's public information. I have the right to freedom of expression, which includes gathering and disseminating information and opinions to others.
Right.
So, therefore,
what-
that's
what-
all
what
you
is
need
your
to know.
intention to do
Because
with
you
this video,
swore an oath to uphold the rights and freedoms of the people. You swore an oath to the crown of this country.
Yeah.
So that's all you need to know, is that I'm acting within a right, a freedom.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything unlawful. So that's all you need to know, and that's all you need to tell them. That's your job
I
done, man.
assume you've already told them that anyway.
Yes, I have, and that's your job done, then, isn't it, I'm afraid?
What is your intention to do with the video, though?
But again, that's none of your business.
Well, it is, because if it captures other people, like members of the public who are coming in here, who don't want their face shown anywhere, we might have people who are going through horrendous things at the minute or involved in domestic violence, and they don't want other people to see that they're in this job centre on this particular day in Lincoln, because then other people will know where they are.
Then
and
they
then
would-
that's safeguarding them, isn't it?
Then they would need to contact the Information Commissioner's office because it's their jurisdiction, not the police.
Yes, but if you're
No,
not telling
no,
me where-
simple
if you're
as
not
that.
telling me
Ends
where
there.
if you're not telling me where you're going to upload this,
Now this is where the legal arguments come in heavy. The cameraman brings up Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, freedom of expression, including filming and gathering information. He's not wrong. Filming in a public place, especially publicly accessible buildings like this, is generally lawful. The officer, on the other hand, raises safeguarding concerns, people in vulnerable situations not wanting to be filmed. That's a valid concern ethically, but legally, it doesn't automatically override someone's right to film. This is a classic clash, privacy versus public rights. So what do you think? Should safeguarding concerns limit filming here, or does the law clearly favor the cameraman?
Who said I'm uploading it? I said it's none of your business what I'm doing with it.
You're not telling me then,
Because I don't need to answer your questions. I don't need to account for a lawful action. Right, and I don't need to account for an action unless you have evidence or reasonable suspicion. It has to be based on objective fact, right? Then it's none of your business, and I'm not answering your questions.
It's very one-sided, isn't it, this? And this is like...
I didn't call you. I didn't ask for your help, so I didn't want to talk to you in the first place.
It's very one-sided in the fact that you know our name, you're refusing to give
because you're crown servants, right? And you wear epaulets for reasons of accountability. I'm a private citizen. I do not have to account myself but I don't have to account myself to the public. To the government in absence of a crime. That's the only time I need to identify myself to you.
Do you understand why they've asked you not to go past that point?
No.
Okay. The reason they've given us to us for not having you past that point,
right,
is because there's people currently having interviews regarding their employment and
right,
the sensitive data that is being discussed.
Okay.
They don't want you overhearing that or recording those conversations.
See, that's wrong because that's not what they told me.
Okay, well, what's been told to me.
Okay, Simon, let me tell you what they told me. Sorry, my power bank flipped up. What they told me is they didn't want me there. Yes, because people were having an appointment. But I said, if I turn my camera off, can I then go and look at the board? And he said yes. So he admitted freely that the only reason I'm not allowed is because I'm recording, which, as I said, is an expression of Article 10 of my human rights. So by denying me access purely based on the fact alone that I am recording is breach of Article 14 of the Human Rights Act, which is my right to enjoy my freedoms without discrimination. So therefore, I said to him, I was like, I'm not going to be bullied by a government employee out of my rights. It's not going to happen, not by you, not by them.
Which board is it that you particularly want to see? Is it the first one with the number 3 or the one with 3 area 3 underneath?
The one with 3 in area 3 underneath.
So what I can offer for you is I can go and take a photograph of that board.
No, I want. Well, no, because then how?
Because there's people.
But then what am I going to? How am I going to? Because that's not on my footage.
I can take your phone and take a picture of it, but I can't record.
How am I giving my phone to a police officer?
But it's a very sensible.
It's not.
What I can do is I can take a picture of it. You can read it off my phone.
No, because then I have to forfeit my property to exercise my freedom.
I do it on my telephone.
Right.
On my work telephone. I'm going to take a picture of that board.
Things escalate intellectually rather than physically, and it's a battle of logic now. The cameraman is arguing that he doesn't need to justify himself without suspicion of a crime, which aligns with UK law. He also flips the argument, claiming they might be breaching GDPR by exposing private conversations, and that his recording could capture evidence of that. Now, that's a bold claim. GDPR breaches are serious, but they're handled by the Information Commissioner's Office, ICO, not typically frontline police. Still, the officer is trying to find a compromise, offering access without filming, which shows an attempt to de-escalate. Here's the key question. Is this a reasonable compromise, or an unlawful restriction on his rights?
You can see what's on that board without then overhearing other people's confidential conversations.
No, because the point is that if I'm stood there and I'm not recording, right? Because they said I can go down there if I'm not recording, I can have a look. If I overhear those appointments, the data breach has already happened. The recording is evidence of that data breach, and that's what they're scared of, is me collating evidence of them breaching GDPR. That's what they're worried about.
You don't want you down there where you can overhear the conversation. So what I'm trying to do is find a way around it so you can have access to the information that you'd like to.
But there are seats down there for people to wait for an appointment, so they don't want me down there because I might overhear somebody having an appointment, but somebody can wait for an appointment and overhear somebody else. That's fine.
Then they're not going to upload it into whichever media.
You're making an assumption.
Well, you're not telling me otherwise, though, are you?
You don't. So do you have objective basis of fact? No. Do you have it? No. You work on what you know, not on what you don't know.
If
Constable.
you're not telling me what you're going to do with it, I have got to make assumptions. That's a fair comment.
No, it's not.
Well, I believe it is.
No.
Of course it is.
No, you're making an inference on my silence. Only a court and a jury are allowed to do that. Your role is to work on the facts that you know, based on objective facts, not on I think he might be doing this.
Evidence that's
Is it?
there for me.
Is it? What evidence is that?
Well, this is for me to make my decision in relation to what's going to happen. I've asked you what you're going to do with it. You've refused point blank to tell me.
Because I don't have to answer your
Because you
questions.
don't have to answer because you're being quite
Correct. Because I'm exercising my rights.
Well, I find it obstructive.
I'm upset because I'm exercising my rights. It's my right not to talk to you.
But then you're not really helping yourself, are you? Because you're refusing to engage.
So you're implying that a member of the public who doesn't want to talk to the police and account for their actions is inherently damning themselves.
I think you're goading for an argument, and I think that's.
I would be quite happy if you came in, said hello, yeah, you're filming, bye, and walked away. I would have been quite happy with that. You're the one who's continuing to stand here and to engage with me. You're more than welcome to walk away.
Because these people are worried. They're
Worried about
the
what?
other members of. Because it's been explained to you, hasn't it? I think we've explained. These guys have explained to you. You've got it on recording, so you can feel free to go back and review that, because you said your memory's not very good. So you've got that there, haven't you? It's been explained to you.
Yeah, but I don't agree with the explanation.
Well, you might not agree.
And you might not agree with me. Exactly. There you go.
Exactly.
But we're allowed to disagree as human beings.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't mean I'm doing anything criminal and that you can get involved with it.
Doing anything criminal.
So then why are you still here engaging with me?
Because they've called us,
right?
Okay, and we need to. We're talking with you because, like you rightly said, we're police officers who deal with evidence, what's available to us, and then we investigate it to see whether there's a crime, there's not a crime, etc. So that's why we're engaging with you, to see if there is anything untoward that you're doing.
Now we get into a really important legal concept, the right to remain silent. The cameraman is absolutely correct. Refusing to answer questions cannot be used as evidence of wrongdoing. The officer suggests that not answering isn't helping, which is a common line, but legally, silence is not guilt. Also notice the officer clarifying their role. They're here to assess whether a crime has occurred. That's key, because if no crime is found, their authority to intervene becomes very limited. This part is more subtle, but critical. It's about boundaries of police power. So let me ask you, should refusing to answer questions raise suspicion, or be fully respected as a right?
And is there?
There is nothing criminal, but...
There you go. Problem solved. Your jurisdiction ends there.
To safeguard others.
Your jurisdiction ends there.
It does as a police officer, but obviously we've got people in here who don't want to be filmed.
They can do what that lady's got done, and she just walked in. She's got a face mask on. They can wear. I got a snood.
How do they know you're filming?
I could put my snood up,
But
and
they don't know that you're filming. So that's
but everybody could be filming in anywhere in a public place. So if you're worried about being on somebody else's film, best thing to do is walk around with a face mask, with a snood, with a balaclava, whatever you want to provide your own privacy in public. If you're worried about being on other people's recordings, are you two recording me right now?
No.
No, you're not. Okay.
We've got to let you know that we're recording you.
You do. Very good.
You don't have to do that, obviously.
Nope.
So what's your intention for the rest of the day?
To do whatever I want to do, Sergeant.
Okay. I've offered you quite a simple and reasonable way to get access to the information that you would like to have access to.
No, the simple way is for them to say, right, go, do what you need to do. Because if they had, I would have been gone a long time ago.
That there are people currently in those booths having confidential meetings.
So people in other booths near them, people sat down there waiting for an appointment while that person having an appointment, they can also all overhear that information, Sergeant, can they?
This is the compromise that I'm willing to offer you. I'm not willing to go round and round in circles with you. I will offer to go and take a photograph of those two boards so you can see that information. But if they are saying that they don't want you past that point because that's where private information is being discussed, then I think that's fair. We're not preventing you from accessing that information.
But then why would they put information on view to the public, for public to go have a look at, if they know that people can't go look at it because there's private information down there? So it's pointless having that board there in the first place. Why would they have it if I wasn't allowed to go and be there?
Would you like me to get you access to that information? Would you like me to go and photograph it so you can read it?
I would like primary access to that. I don't want secondary or tertiary access.
That's not going to be possible.
But if it's the information that you're there, so we can take something, we can get your photocopies of every leaflet on there, and then you can take that away.
I don't want photocopies. I don't want to waste the paper. That's not very environmentally friendly. Okay, I'll take copies, but I'll take copies, but I'll take 50,000 copies of each one.
That's being silly, isn't it?
That's how many people that I plan on disseminating this information to.
Okay, so you are disseminating the video.
Disseminating the information
Okay, in what way?
in my way. That's my business.
As we are, we've had an option to have access to all that information and chosen not to have it because it's primarily not in a tertiary way.
Yes.
Absolutely, that's his decision.
Absolutely.
If it comes to closing time, then you just come back to the show.
Bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you both.
Thank you. Take care.
Now we see a shift toward resolution, or at least attempted resolution. The officer suggests practical alternatives, like taking a photo for him, which again shows an effort to balance rights with concerns. But the cameraman insists on primary access, meaning direct, unrestricted access while recording. This is where things get tricky. While filming is generally legal, property owners or staff can set conditions in certain public access buildings. If those conditions are breached, it can become a trespass issue, which is civil, not criminal. So both sides have a point here, and neither is fully backing down. Here's the question. Is the cameraman standing on principle or refusing a reasonable solution?
Thank you.
And that's what you call the walk of shame. And the police can do nothing. And the staff don't look very happy that I'm still sat here.
No, they'll get to know. They need to. I just want to make sure that our brain is not connected to yours, is it? I just want to make
Did I get his good side? Just stated him. Well, there we go, guys. That's about an hour that I've been here now. Didn't get this board earlier, actually. So I missed that one earlier. You said we did.
Yeah, I couldn't make one up. I had got one online somewhere that's because no children. I mean, a little technical there.
Where did Dave go?
Yeah.
He's up there. Sorry, Dave. Hi. I just want to say, I want to make a fair compromise with you. All I want is to go get a picture of that board 3.
If you're going to take a picture without recording,
Right.
as we said before, you're more than welcome to do that.
Okay. If you don't allow me access, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to film everybody's appointment from the public place. I'm going to see all these screens here. I can see all those screens there when I'm sat
threatening me?
there. Pardon?
Are you threatening us?
Not threatening you, no.
You sounded like you were threatening us.
No, not at all.
And please stop recording me as well.
No, sir.
Okay, go take a seat, ladies, please. So you're welcome to sit there. You're welcome in this immediate area, but that's all you're allowed to do.
So in this
Okay?
immediate area where I can film data breaches happening all up and down this road. Well, actually, they're not happening right now, but in terms of
Hello there, can I help?
if those computers were being used,
Okay, all right, okay. All right.
yeah. If those computers were on right now and they're visible from a public place, it's not good, is it, Dave?
And here's the ending. No arrest, no enforcement, just disengagement. The police step away, which usually signals no clear criminal offence has been established. But the tone shifts. The cameraman becomes more provocative, even issuing what could be interpreted as a veiled threat about filming sensitive screens if denied access. That's risky territory. While filming is legal, intentionally trying to capture private data could cross into public order or data protection concerns. The officers choose not to escalate, which, in many cases, is the safest outcome. But this whole situation could have gone very differently with just a slight change in tone from either side. Final question. Was this a win for civil rights, or a situation pushed too far for the sake of confrontation?